Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. New release day here on the channel. Today, we're going to take a look at the fourth studio album from this band from Canada, who until like earlier this year I had never heard of, never listened to. This is the follow-up to their third album, Opulent Decay. It's titled Tragic Magic from the band Spell, and it's on Bad Omen Records. Okay. Division distributed by Metal Blade Records. It's the same level that the Birth album. Remember the band Birth? One of my top albums of the year. Same record label as them, Bad Omen Records. Right now the band is just a duo, right? I think originally they had 4 members. 2 of them left, so these 2 guys remaining have taken over all of the instrumentation and vocals in the band for the time being. Whether they decide to, add more as time goes on, we shall see. There they are right there. Kind of cool looking shot of them. They kind of look like metalheads, right? I mean, they're dressed like, God, it looks like 1981 new wave of British heavy metal, right? Not really the case with the music, though. Interesting, really interesting band. I will say, still to this day, I am not 100% taken with their last album yet, Opulent Decay. I kind of like it. It hasn't really grown on me. This is a completely different story. So we've got in the band still Cam Mesmer on lead vocals, bass, and rhythm guitar. So both of these guys were the bass player and the drummer in the band. Now they're adding, keyboards and guitars. One guy's playing rhythm guitar, the other guy's playing lead guitar and drums. Very interesting. So Cam is on vocals, bass, rhythm guitar. Al Lester on lead vocals, drums, and lead guitar. Right, so if they play live, obviously there's going to be an issue here, so they're going to have to figure something out, and I think they both contribute keyboards on here as well. It's not really listed. Actually, additional musicians. Hold on. We do have, so we've got Gabriel B. on synthesizers, Ian Chains plays one guitar solo, Jeff Black piano. Okay, so they're not playing keyboards on this. Okay, so you got some people adding keyboards onto the album and occasional things and whatnot here. Some horns and vocals and stuff like that, additional percussion, but for the most part these guys do basically everything. You've got 10 tracks. It's like 38 minutes long, so it's not a very long album. Like I said, they both sing lead vocals. They both sound very different from each other. One of the dudes has kind of like a gothic, almost 70s prog style voice. The other guy's got a higher pitched delivery, and he sounds a lot like Geddy Lee. Not surprisingly, a good chunk of the music on here is very much in the classic Rush style. Big, thick guitar chords, searing vocals, the nice use of keys, but it's not overwhelming. A lot of big bass sounds. The bass is very present in the mix. If you like bass that you can hear, it does a lot of cool lead lines and just, the heavy grooves. And if you like to hear the bass, a lot of that going on here. Really nice drumming. I like the density of some of the songs, and I like that there's tons of textures. There's also lots of variety here. They don't really stick in any one era or style of music. Like I said, you've got songs like the first couple tracks, like really just, I felt a lot of Rush things going on here. Fatal Breath, Ultraviolet, Hades, Embrace, Fever Dream. Think like maybe late 70s Rush, like Hemispheres, Farewell to Kings, mixed with a little like Grace Under Pressure type era, right? So it's kind of the late 70s through the mid 80s. Well, you throw that into a blender, it kind of get a little bit of that here. There's a couple tracks here like A Ruined Garden and Souls in Chains reminded me of Blue Oyster Cult, right? And maybe a little bit of Ghost in that kind of fashion. But then you got like Cruel Optimism, which has these crushing guitar riffs, which signify much, much heavier stuff. Sarcophagus is certainly kind of heavy too. Kind of new wave of British heavy metal-y. Think like kind of like Diamond Head, right? That sort of thing. And then you got total like prog, like Watcher of the Seas and The Watching. These really intricate guitar layers and things like that, and complex passages and a little bit longer song structure, but nothing on here is really long at all. I'm really digging this. What's interesting, like I said, is that I basically have taken to this pretty easily and readily upon the first few listens, and thinking, well, what am I missing with the last album? So I think I need to kind of go back and listen to the last album. So, as far as where you put this, it's certainly got some psych moments for sure. It certainly has lots of hard rock for sure. There's bits of metal on here, absolutely. There's tons of prog on here, sure. Some classic Wishbone Ash you can hear on here as well. You got the two vocalists, right? Like I said, so there's that variety there. You get two different styles of singing, yeah, just really terrific album that surprised the hell out of me. I got this so late in the year that I couldn't. This didn't. If I had more time with this might have ranked higher on my list of end of the year favorites, right? But I mean, it's what happens. Stuff comes out either really late in the year or you don't get it early on, and you pick it up like December 20th, and you're like, crap, But yeah, this is quite good. So it's Tragic Magic from Spell. Like I said, it's available on Bad Omen Records, but it's distributed by Metal Blade Records, so you basically get this anywhere. And it's quite good. So Canadian duo, now down to a duo. The band is Spell. If you love heavy prog, hard rock, psych, little bits of prog metal, I hear a little Voivod in spots as well. Like the more proggy Voivod. Rush and Voivod and Blue Oyster Cult and Ghost and all sorts of stuff floating around here. Really, really cool stuff. Tragic Magic from Spell. 4.5 out of 5 star. Love it, love it. I'm going to have to go and investigate the back catalog a little bit more because, like I said, this, to me, grabbed me instantly, whereas their last album, which is the only other one I've heard, Opulent Decay, still hasn't really resonated with me, but I think I just probably need to give it more time. Maybe it's just the fact this is really grabbing me will make me kind of appreciate that one more. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together. All the damn time. Go check out Spell if you haven't already. Tragic Magic. If you've listened to it, let us know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't, it's early, Pete, to speak. If you haven't, you know the drill. You got some homework to do. Gary, you're the president. You're the principal. Make sure everybody is in line, doing their homework, and then checking back in and reporting on what they have found out. So, Gary Joyce. Love you, Gary. So yeah, that's a review. That's a wrap. Spell Tragic Magic. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts so you don't want to miss anything. And please check out below, down there, way down there, the link to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our Ko-Fi page, as well as our merch page. Man, I had a hard time talking this morning, for all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility stuff. So make sure everybody's got their SOT gear to wear out in the wild, help spread the word of Sea Tranquility. If you got a shirt, wear it proudly, and when people come up to you and ask you, what is Sea Tranquility? Well, then you can tell them, because you are a part of this wonderful community. And yeah, that's the way it goes. So I'm Pete Pardo. See you real soon here on the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.